David Burkholder is a very steady person. He's very self-disciplined. He's very stubborn. He lives by the mantra of pursue what you think is right and go to work with it. I think that's why he has been so successful in all the endeavors that he's done. I think it's what motivated him to become involved in the Nebraska Cattlemen.
Dave is a kind of a person that some issue will come up in a group, and Dave is thinking clear ahead of most of the rest of us because he's very quick to think and respond on these issues, and I've always really respected that about Dave.
Dave's the same guy, whether he's the boss, whether he's the colleague. If you need something and you ask him, you're probably going to get it.
Dave moved to Cozad, Nebraska. They came on the train from Ohio when he was a very small child and started in the alfalfa industry. So Dave grew up in the middle of that. He went away to college, then he went to Stanford to get his MBA. So he brought the knowledge that he'd picked up in the 6 or 7 years of being away from the farm and brought it back to the farm. Because of that, he was able to really leave his own very unique footprint on our farm. Dave's not afraid to try things that are outside the box.
The other thing that strikes me about Dave is he's in that category of lifelong learners, and his impact in the beef industry in Nebraska is partly because he's a lifelong learner. He's just been present, accounted for, and engaged at the county level, at the state level, and was somebody that the association has been able to count on for a long, long time.
It's hard to pick out one exact thing that Dave excelled more so in one than the other, but the fact that when Dave puts his mind to do something, he makes it happen. And that's the type of individual he is. He follows through and makes sure that it happens.
Our farm is way different than it was when he came back from Stanford Business School. It's been very successful. He's served on bank boards, he's served on Nebraska Cattlemen boards, he's served on lots of different trade organizations, so he certainly leaves a footprint on the cattlemen and on the banking industry, and really in any organization that he's chosen to serve in. But I guess my heart really smiles at how he's left part of himself on each one of our kids.
I know that Dave was chairman of the taxation committee, a vice chair, and then a chair of that committee, and he led that committee for several years. Later, Nebraska Cattlemen Nomination Committee approached Dave, asked him if he was willing to serve on the executive committee and through the officer chain. Dave was willing to serve, and he led the organization.
I think that Dave Burkholder is dedicated to anything that he works at. If he makes up his mind that he's going to be a part of something, he is all in. He's never viewed life as a popularity contest. Instead, he views life as a chance to make it better tomorrow than it is today. And so he hasn't worried about whether or not other people agreed with him. He was willing to bring his ideas forward and stand firm in them in the hopes that it was going to make things better.
I think Dave is very deserving because of the leadership he's given. Everybody knows Dave has always kind of been the tax guru. Dave has been very, very much involved in leadership in tax committees as well as the Nebraska Cattlemen through the years.
He's a very unique individual. There's none other like him, and he's left a really unique footprint. And so my hope is inducting him into the Hall of Fame will leave that permanent stamp. So Dave, I guess if I was going to share one message with you, it's a message of thanks for what you've taught me and for what you've taught my kids and for the ability to just love me and Matt and our girls through everything that happens on the farm. So I thank you for giving me the chance and the opportunity, and I think you deserve this award.
It's about time that they recognized you for this great award because you're very deserving.
So Dave, for your decades of leadership at the county, state, and national levels of the beef industry, I'd like to congratulate you on receiving the 2024 Nebraska Cattlemen Hall of Fame Award.